Hello, I'm back. As an ABM student, we're not only limited in analyzing business transactions, but we're also capable of reviewing and analyzing literary works. So today, on my agenda, I will be analyzing the poem of the Yellow and Red by Preeyakit Buranasin from Thailand literature. Who is Preeyakit Buranasin? He is a writer on weekdays and English teacher on weekends. He has a bachelor's degree in English and a master's in English literature. During his study, he started writing both in prose and poetry and various genres. He is an Anne Chakanok Poetry Award recipient. One of his masterpieces is The Yellow and Red that we will discuss today. When was Yellow and Red published? It is published in 1915. Yellow and Red by Preeyakit Buranasin. You ask me if I am yellow or red. After a long pause, I finally said, "Well, sir, it's rather a short allowance to define my entire existence into one particular shade of color. Do I have to be one or the other? He who assigns himself to only to one denies himself the right to other ones. So now, let me give my answer to you. I am both the combination of the two. However, that is not all. I am more. I'm not confined to one or two. I've all. The spectrum of the beautiful rainbow to choose from, so much at my disposal. I paint myself with so much colors. Ergo, I'm uniquely spectacular. With so much paint, I'm distinguishable. I'm, after all, an individual." After hearing the poem, this is the summary. The poem is about an individual who is asked to choose between yellow or red. However, they question why they must limit themselves to just one color when they are more than that, embracing a spectrum of colors that represents their uniqueness and individuality. What is the theme of the story or the poem? The poem goes beyond colors, symbolizing the freedom of individuals to define themselves in their own way, rather than being confined to limited choices. It highlights the importance of self-expressions and individuality in a society. Now, let's proceed to the structure and form of the poem. The poem Yellow and Red by Buranasin consists of 10 syllables, with a rhyme scheme of AA, BB, and CC. However, it was structured as one stanza with 18 lines. Now, let's thoroughly analyze the poem. The lines from 1 to 5. In these 5 lines, the author introduces the two colors options given to an individual. However, the individual firmly stands their ground, rejecting the idea that their entire identity can be defined by just one or two colors. The lines emphasize that no one, nor any external force, has the power to limit how a person chooses to define themselves. Next, the lines 6 to 11. At this point, the individual begins to question whether they should align with the options presented to them. However, they ultimately refuse to conform to either side. The author conveys the idea that one should not simply settle for what is most favored by the majority. Instead, people should learn to stand firm in their own identity and embrace their uniqueness regardless of societal pressures. Line 12 to 18. In this line, the individual fully embraces the realizations that they are not limited to just two colors. Instead, they recognize that they have the ability to embody the entire spectrum like a rainbow, representing their limitless potential and individuality. And now, this is the content analysis. No one and nothing should dictate where you will end up in life. We must stay true to ourselves and not simply follow the majority. Instead, we should learn to stand firm in what we truly believe in. For example, in these upcoming elections, we should not choose a candidate based solely on popularity or the preferences of the majority. It is crucial to conduct thorough research to elect a leader who is truly capable and dedicated to the well-being of the people they will govern.